District Museum someday. Okay, so reading is my superpower. The point of this is information and update, so that you know where we are in terms of more broadly launching some of our early literacy initiatives in the community. And in your board packet was a briefing document that I prepared for our media outlets and those that are helping us cover and get the word out on this as to what Reading is My Superpower is and how it relates to the application Footsteps to Brilliance that we are deploying both district-wide and across the county. So Reading is My Superpower is basically our umbrella initiative that is going to sort of house all of our early literacy programs and projects that have been in place for the past couple years and those that might be coming in the future. So if you, as you well know about the Bookmobile, which is the renovated school bus that delivers books to students both at our schools and in the community. They're self-selected and they're free to those students. They come on the bus, they pick a bag of books, and they go home and they have books at home. Very cool program. Shows up in the July 4th parade every year and visits the schools typically right before the holiday breaks and throughout the summer as part of some other summer programs. In addition, we in September partnered with the Vail Public Library in the Eagle Library District to launch One Card, One Valley, which enables all of our student IDs, the student school IDs, to do double duty as a library card. And so they can access the libraries both in person or online using their school ID number. And that's a pretty cool partnership. And you may have heard from the folks from the library who've been on the radio quite frequently talking about this program. So now we've decided, well, all these things are happening, so let's get some organization around it. So Reading is My Superpower is the name that our little work group selected, and it's about delivering early literacy opportunities to all the children in Eagle County. And what you see here on this picture up here is actually a teacher, first grade teacher at Edwards Elementary School using Footsteps to Brilliance as a lesson within the class. The kids are sitting on the carpet and participating by reading a book and doing some spelling exercises and things like that. And Heather and I spent the day, or a good part of the day, at Edwards last week. To launch this initiative, we're doing a lot of sort of traditional and non-traditional marketing activities within the county, trying to bring awareness to early literacy. So first and foremost was branding and developing a logo. So you see on the left is our Reading is My Superpower logo for the school district. And you all received t-shirts on the back of your chairs tonight, as did all of our kindergarten through third grade teachers so far, and our preschool directors and teachers will be receiving them Friday when we have a kickoff meeting with them in the morning. And these little monsters are some of our kiddos at Edwards Elementary School, and the big guy is our principal, all sporting their superpower shirts. Some other things that we've spent some time developing in the last 2-3 weeks, actually, right before Thanksgiving. We kind of all put our heads together and said, hey, let's do this before the holiday break. The reason being, we know that all of our students, as well as students across the valley, are going to be at home, either participating in snow sports or something like that, or having some time off, and why not be doing something, supportive of their academics. So let's get this out there. So we've developed, using the logo, some posters, which I brought some for each of you to take tonight, and feel free to put it up at your favorite local business, should they let you do that, anywhere you can think of. We are pretty much covering the landscape with the libraries and rec centers and things like that, but if you've got a favorite or somebody who's got a local business, this would be great. We have the small size, and then schools are getting the bigger sizes, much like the Global Ready Skills posters and things like that. And today is the official launch of Reading is My Superpower. So there was a full-page ad in the paper today. And I was on the radio with Eric Williams at noon announcing it. And Heather and I participated with Blast DJ last Friday morning on KZYR. What was your music? What was our music? We'll share our playlist with you later. Let's just say that the first song was Kryptonite. Which it was.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Spotify. On the left here is mini of the poster, and on the right is the double-sided bookmarks that are actually at the printer as we speak. That will be distributed to all of our schools as well as all over the community libraries, things like that. Because part of this initiative is not to downplay the necessity of printed and tangible books for our young readers, but also to supplement that with Footsteps to Brilliance. Okay, so community launch. We are having it as we speak. This would be it. On our Eagle Schools website, we stood up a separate page, eagleschools.net/reading. You're welcome to go to it. And that is what we're using to have people go to the website and actually register their family, and then they can register all the kiddos in their family. And each of the kiddos get their own super secret code so that they can have their own account, and then families can also have their own account, and so parents and guardians and older siblings and caretakers can look to see what the kids are reading and what they're doing on Footsteps to Brilliance. In the traditional media land, we're doing a lot of radio because we know, interestingly, in our valley, there is a lot of local radio that gets listened to here. So we were on KZYR, as I said, that's Heather and I, playing DJ, and having fun with Steve. Doing less DJ, I was on the Midday Mile today, and we're also doing some advertising, and you'll hear me doing the radio spot for KZYR, and they're also cutting down some of our interview material that we've done into some additional ads. They've been a really great partner in a lot of things that we've done recently. KQSE La Nueva Mix is the Spanish language radio. Eric Martinez did an interview earlier this week with Axel, and we're also doing advertising to our Spanish-speaking families through that. And then KKCH, The Lift, I'm actually tomorrow morning at 8 doing an interview with Ty Diaz and recording some advertising with them. And as I showed you today, Vail Daily ads, we're doing a couple of full-page ads and then a lot of half-page ads. So tomorrow morning when Dr. Lopez's column hits, which actually is usually tonight, but in print tomorrow morning, there'll be a half-page ad, and there'll be a series of ads spread out over the next 2-3 weeks through the holiday break. And we'll start doing some cinema ads over the holiday break because we know that there's a certain movie about stars that are and things like that that's coming out December 15th on Friday. So we anticipate a lot of attendance at the movie theaters over the holiday breaks. Editorial, as I said, Dr. Lopez's column tomorrow is all about reading is my superpower and Footsteps to Brilliance. We have talked to our favorite reporter at the Vail Daily, who is putting together a feature story over the holiday break. So we're working together to put that together, and there'll be an appearance on TV8 at some point as we get through that. And of course, we will be doing a lot of social media. To the right is that little art piece that passed around, and I tweeted this a couple days ago on Twitter, and as a kind of tee up and a tease that this was happening. And so everybody who's on social media, you're encouraged to continue to help us magnify that message. School excitement. So we can't do this without our schools. If our own kiddos aren't using and embracing and being excited about Footsteps to Brilliance, then that's a whole big part of the market that we need to capture, and they're our best resource. So meeting with the elementary school principals, between Heather and I and a couple of other holiday visitors from the district office, will be donning our t-shirts and visiting the holiday celebrations and trying to generate some excitement for Reading is My Superpower. You all received earbuds, and that's a picture up there of the earbuds in 3 colors with our logo that will be passed out at the various holiday celebrations at all the schools. And our preschools in our community will also be getting these over time. As you can see, my happy little helpers packing the boxes for the schools to count these out and pass these around. Teachers got t-shirts, and all the principals are really excited, I think, and jazzed about this as stuff rolls out. And there are our little helpers at Edwards Elementary School. who, and I can't reveal too much because it would sort of like kill the surprise. So last Monday, we thank you, Matt Abramowitz, for allowing us to sort of do the takeover of Edwards and do a video shoot at the school. And thank you, Mrs. Jarno, for participating and representing the board in said video, and Heather, and several of the teachers participated, and we had some kids participate, and ordered some capes and masks, and had a lot of good fun running down the school hallways when nobody was looking. And hopefully that video will be, it's in edit right now, thanks to our friends at High Five Media. And hopefully that'll reveal itself in the next couple of weeks.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So, given that Footsteps to Brilliance is sort of designed for...
Red. Are you on? Okay. No, is it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is red, there's blue.
Got it. We're green.
K through 3, are we also trying to get 4th and 5th graders to download it, or how does that work?
So we've had some requests from schools to allow kids to download it, and we've just worked with Footsteps to allow that to happen. So many principals will just contact myself, and we'll get them in the system. So yeah, we're, as many kids as we can get in, we're just allowing them access.
Great.
Yeah. There's no, when a family registers on the system, there's nothing that breaks down age groups or anything and doesn't permit them from registering all of the kids in the family. So being the countywide initiative, the family registers, and they can register as many of their children as they want to. So the extended family. So for like the earbuds and stuff, we're doing that school-wide at the elementary schools. We're not, obviously not so mean that we cut it off at 3rd grade and not let anyone else have those. And the emphasis is really sort of that both pre-K through 3rd grade, and on the radio you'll hear us talk about the idea of it's really about like sort of seat time as in lap time with our youngest potential readers, and then as they get really skilled at using it, they go off on their own. And talking to a number of parents recently with young kids, they're eating this up. So kudos to the board for finding it and bringing it forward, and hopefully it'll generate a lot of early literacy skills so that kids are prepared for kindergarten. A lot of the commentary when we were shooting the video, some of the questions that we asked the teachers is what happens when children appear at kindergarten not prepared and not ready for kindergarten. And it was really insightful to hear them talk about it and how this would help support that not happening for all of the kids in our county.
So Shelley, since you're here, do you know how, are they using it in our preschools and then also with the Friends, Family, Neighbors group?
So
How do we get them to
during
them?
our fall home visits, we encouraged all our family service coordinators to communicate to parents about this program, and it's going to be available. We've told policy council about it. And then in February, we're going to be having our provider workshop day, where we're going to let the private providers know about it also. So, and it really just, again, when you say computer to an early childhood person, they kind of, their first reaction is, but so really focusing on this is used with the parent. It's to get books in homes that don't have access to books, and to really to use it the right way. It's good for all ages.
So at one point you had talked about a plan to roll it out to all of those kind of extra other preschools that aren't part of ours. I mean, is that starting with this also, or is that a later?
Yeah,
that's
And that's what
with
February,
the
like
nurse.
February last time we had a provider work day, we had 28 teachers from 12 different private providers attend that. So I think that is a great avenue, and also we can also send it to a licensing specialist that sends out communications to all the licensed providers. Again, getting to the non-licensed providers is a little trickier, but we are reaching out to the part of 365 to invite the non-licensed providers to our workshop day also. So there will be a presentation about it during lunch at that provider day.
Have we taught the librarians at
Yeah, that's all part of the next phase of the rollout plan. The big piece right now is to get the word out and make this available to everyone before the holiday break. And then we've got this whole secondary phase of part of, and I think we've all talked about this before, about building literacy ambassadors throughout the county who understand what Footsteps to Brilliance is, and our partners at the library and the Eagle Library District, they know about it because I work with them closely on the One Cardinal Valley, as with Todd. So they know that it's coming, and we've been talking about them and sort of in that vein of partnership to make this available and make the bookmarks and all the materials available at all the facilities.
Great.
I would just add a thank you to Tammy because the amount of work she's put in and just making this project fly has been incredible. So, kudos to Tammy for sticking with it and making something happen before winter break. So thank you, Tammy.
Such a great time.
I thought it was cute in the Footsteps, the little art project. One of the questions was, what if they don't have a computer at home or whatever, but several of the kids wrote on there, I do footsteps on my mom's cell phone.
Yeah.
So I thought that was awesome.
Great. This is the information item. Anyone need any more information? Thank you very much. We're